Hi friends, I welcome you to the presentation of the course The Life in the Ocean, where we will be drawing and painting beautiful seashells, fishes, and so much more. During this course, I prepared 7 works where we will be drawing and painting seashells and different types of fishes, and the last work will be about flamingo. It is not about the ocean, but I love flamingo and I decided to get another class into this course that will be an amazing work. If it is your first time here on my YouTube channel, my name is Ala, I'm a sketch illustrator and watercolorist, and from 2020 I'm an art teacher too. This course we will start with seashells, and you will have different references where you can choose within the seashells that you would like to do the most, and we will create this kind of beautiful vintage postcard or vintage poster where you can paint different seashells. As far as you notice, the work it is done in warm colors, and we created even these vintage vibes on the background. We will start with the work of the drawing of the seashells and creating the composition. I will show you how to create the composition in an easy form that you can enjoy all the points. Then, once the drawing will be done, we will proceed with the background and we will create this vintage look for this work. And once the background will be done, we will proceed with watercolors. And once the background will be done, we will proceed with the seashells one by one, and we will paint those in different colors, and mostly the warm colors, different brown colors. You can see that we use several orange colors and red colors. And the seashells, we will work with the technique of the glazing. That means that we apply different layers till we get the result that we need. The next work we will be doing these beautiful dolphins, one over the sea and another below the sea. And I will share with you different interesting techniques in this work. First technique will be the wet on wet technique, where we will apply different blue colors till we will get this beautiful mix of colors, till we get different shades of the water. And once we will work with the wet on wet technique, we will proceed with wet on dry technique, and also we will paint with we will work with glazing technique. But before we will proceed with watercolors in this work, obviously we will be doing the drawing, and another interesting thing that we will be using will be fluid mask. The fluid mask will help us to preserve all the white spaces in this work and to create these beautiful splashes that you can see on this work. Then we will proceed with this amazing work of a turtle. We will draw it first, obviously, and then we will apply on it the fluid mask again. Fluid mask is a material that I'm not using too much. Very often I used to leave just white spaces, but in this course I decided to use it more. It is true that on other courses I use it specifically for the water, but here I decided to work more. And on the turtle I applied the fluid mask, and I didn't cover everything, but you can cover everything. I just covered the outline of a turtle, and then I proceeded to work with wet on wet technique on the background. And everything that you see, it is done on the background, it is done on wet technique. Even the highlights of the sea are done within the wet on wet technique. The turtle is done with wet on dry technique, and as well it is a lot of work with details, but you will enjoy it for sure. Moving next, we have the blue tank. The blue tank, I would say that it is the easiest work within the fishes that we have. You will see that the drawing process will be the easiest one, and as well the other parts like applying different colors will be very easy. For the background, I also use here the wet on wet technique, and I will share with you how to create these beautiful transitions from blue color to brown color and to yellow color. I mean that these beautiful transitions from cooler colors to warmer colors. And the blue tank itself will be done with wet and dry technique, and we use very few colors. It is true that during all the course we are using different blue colors, so if you have a good palette with different colors of blue, I just invite you to make use of it and enjoy more of it. One of the next works will be the clownfish, and in this clownfish, as far as you notice, I decided to draw two clownfishes, one entire clownfish and the second one is just half of it. And as I usually say for this work, it is looking for Nemo. I just love this work to do. And here we have another interesting background, and this background was done by with glazing technique. It means that we applied different layers till we get these tentacles that you can see, these blue tentacles that you can see on the background. The fish itself, the clownfish, I used the wet and wet technique for mixing different orange colors, adding some brown colors to get these beautiful transitions. And moving next to another fish, it is actually not a fish. We have a jellyfish. The jellyfish, it is a lot of work to do. I invite during this class that you just prepare more time for yourself to enjoy everything that we are doing here. First, we have drawn the jellyfish, and I used to draw all the tentacles that you can see over here. And then I used the fluid mask to cover the jellyfish, and that's while we are painting the background that this jellyfish is not painted over, and to preserve the white spaces. Specifically, I used the fluid mask for the tentacles that we can preserve those in white color. Once the fluid mask was dried, I applied the background. For the background, I used different blue colors and I even used different layers because from the first layer the color didn't get too dark and I wanted to have a really dark color over here. Once the background was done, I proceeded with the jellyfish, and on the jellyfish I worked with glazing. I worked with different layers to create different colors, different transitions, and so much more. And as a last step, it is one of the works, very rare works, that I use a mixing technique. Apart from the watercolors, I used a jelly pen, a white jelly pen, to create the bubbles. And I created these bubbles in an easy way with a pen, but you can also use gouache for creating these bubbles. And the last work of this course, it is about flamingo. I decided to share this flamingo with you in this course, not because it sticks to these works, but because I feel like flamingo is always about summertime. And I just think that this fits even better within the fishes because it reminds us about summertime and about beautiful sea life, because we can see a lot of flamingos staying by the sea, staying by the water. I invite you to buy this course. I will leave the link down below in the description box, and you can follow along and you can see everything, all the description about all the classes and about this course, as well with the link to buy it. You will have the option to buy it on my Patreon shop. There you will receive a PDF file with all the links included to these works and as well some other information about these works. I also invite you to like this video and subscribe to my channel because during the next videos I will share free art tutorials on how to paint seashells, how to paint fishes, and so much more.